Since the beginning of human society, plants have played a very important role, the most basic of which is to provide food. We have used approximately 3,000 plant species as food, but only about 150 have become significant in cultivation. The chief crop plants today are cereals, legumes, root crops, fruits, and vegetables. Cereals are edible grains obtained from cultivated grass plants such as rice, corn, wheat, and oat. Rice nourishes 60% of the world's population. It originated in India or Southeastern Asia some 5,000 years ago. It thrives best in most tropical regions like the Philippines. In temperate regions like Europe, Western Asia, and Northern Africa, wheat is the most important cereal. While in warmer regions, corn is generally grown. This is the basic cereal in the United States. Legumes are generally small to large plants with compound or pinnate leaves and flowers. The fruits are in the form of pods. Examples of edible legumes are peas, beans, and nuts. Root crops are underground swollen or storage parts of herbaceous plants. They may develop from the extension of underground stems like potatoes and tubers. They can also develop from underground buds or form from a mass of modified leaf bases such as onion and garlic, or from the swollen roots like kamote. We are fortunate that the Philippines is blessed with a variety of fruits, ranging from the sweetest to the most sour. Fruits are the fourth type of crop plants to be cultivated. Fruits are the ripened ovary of a fertilized flower. The ovary grows and develops into a fruit. Fruits may be simple, aggregate, and multiple. Simple fruits are derived from a single ovary. They may be fleshy like mango, banana, papaya, or tomato. And they can also be dry as in nuts. Aggregate fruits like atis have separate seeds in a pulpy flesh, all derived from one flower. Multiple fruits are derived from several flowers that condense during development to form a single seed-bearing structure. A good example of a multiple fruit is pineapple. Another type of crop plants are vegetables. These are edible parts of a plant, like leaves or stems used for human consumption. These are the plants that grace our tables, food which we eat every day and assure our health and survival. The chief crop plants are the root crops, the cereals, legumes, fruits, and vegetables. Plants are sources of fibers. Fibers are extensively used in the textile industry. The short or bast fibers are extracted from the stems of plants such as rami, jute, and flax. Hard fibers are gathered from the leaves of abaca and sisal. The soft fibers are produced from the hair on the seed, such as cotton, the most important fiber today. Another use we have for plants is for its oils. These may occur in the sap, seeds, roots, leaves, or other parts of the plant, but usually they are most abundant in fruits or flowers. Oils used in cooking are derived mostly from seeds and are often referred to as fats and vegetable oils. The fats can be derived from coconut, cocoa, and palms. They may be solid or semi-solid. There are three types of oil. The first is the drying oil found in soybeans. Another type is the semi-drying oil found in sesame and corn. The third type is the non-drying oil found in olives and peanuts. Some essential oils are also used in medicine preparation to conceal odors and taste. Examples of these are oil of wintergreen and peppermint. And there is also a great demand for essential oils in the manufacture of other products like spices, medicine, and perfume. Aside from making life satisfying, comfortable, and fashionable for us, plants may also be used to save lives. To a great extent, drugs are plant products. There are numerous plant species from which drugs can be obtained, either from leaves, fruits, seeds, roots, or barks. For instance, the roots of Chinese panax is the source of ginseng root. The anti-malarial drug quinine comes from the bark of a cinchona tree. This tree is also a source of drug for pain relief in the form of analgesic and antiseptic. Leaves of the nangka, when burned to ashes, are used for wounds and skin diseases. A decoction of mature banaba leaves is good for treating diabetes and kidney trouble. Likewise, the decoction of the fresh leaves of teak is good for menstrual disorder and hemorrhage. Even alcohol comes from plants. Alcoholic beverages are prepared from fruits and starchy grains or roots. They are either fermented by yeasts, like wines and beers, or distilled, like whiskey, rum, and gin. Ethyl alcohol, which is manufactured for commercial purposes, is usually denatured by adding methyl alcohol or methanol, also known as wood alcohol, and can be made by the destructive distillation of wood. This process involves heating pieces of wood strongly in the absence of air. What do these three things, a tire, an insulated cable, and a bubble gum have in common? Well, you are right. All these things are produced mainly from gums extracted from plants. Gums are extracted from the trunk of a plant and are usually collected by making cuts or incisions in the trunk. These substances contain milky juice, often called latex. In the Philippines, the most important source of gum is the rubber tree. This gum is used to manufacture tires, tubes, belts, raincoats, insulators, toys, surgical equipment, and telephone receiver sets. Another type of gum is called gutta percha, from the Sapotacea tree. Gutta percha is a grayish white latex from sacs found in the bark, pith, and leaves of the tree. The latex is used as insulating material in the manufacture of submarine and underground cable, for the outer covering of golf balls, surgical instruments, bottles, and other instruments. The third type of gum is called chicle, obtained from the sapodilla, anubing, or antipolo trees. This latex is used to make chewing gum and bubble gums. Another material extracted from plants are the resins. These flow naturally from the trunk of trees or when trunks are cut. The most important commercial resin is the Manila copal from the almasiga tree. This is locally used as incense for religious rites, for torches and fires, for caulking boats and smuds for mosquitoes. It is also exported for the manufacture of high-grade varnish, patent leather, and sealing wax. The resins from Benguet pines are raw materials for the manufacture of paint, lacquer, and varnish. Pili tree resins, known as Manila LME, is used for varnish, torches, caulking boats, and transparent paper. Tannins are water-soluble substances found mainly in the Camachile, mangrove species such as bakawan, tanggal, Langaral putotan, in red and white lawan, oak tree, and betel palms. They are usually extracted by soaking the plant material or by boiling it in water. Tannins, when applied to animal skin, cause a chemical reaction that produces quality leather. Other uses of tannins are to preserve fishing nets, as mordants to fix coloring matter of paper and textile, in the manufacture of ceramics. Another substance from plants that are used commercially are colorants for dyes, inks, and paints. Plants that yield dyes are grown as farm and plantation crops. The Indigogera species is the source of indigo. Kulatingan is the source of a dark brown dye. The dye from sapan wood is pink to red. From angkono, red, purple, and chocolate. From bototo, it is bright orange. And from talisal, black.